This is a 1-2 punch to Build Back Better. Between historic highs in inflation, the true cost of the bill now being known, the effect on the deficit, the total cost of the bill, these two things combine to kill Build Back Better unless you're completely insane. Unless you're so ideologically driven, you don't give a damn about the numbers. That you're so blind to your government, your dream of growing the government, that you're not listening to the facts. Joe Manchin, I believe, will listen to the facts. The radical left could care less. They are on a mission to pass this monstrosity.
Do you believe that President Biden, the Democrats, and the Republicans can get the job done and send out the stimulus payments before the end of the year? Tell me what you think, everybody, in the comments. The American Rescue Plan Act authorized a lot of money to be sent to the American people in various ways. When Biden signed the bill into law in March, $1,400 payments were sent directly to most people. The bill also delivered money to people suffering from the economic effects of the crisis. One of the things the bill did was to expand the child tax credit and make the first half of the credit payable directly to families. As of right now, the payment coming on December 15th is the last check that families will get. Families will receive a direct deposit or a check for each child. The amount of money will depend on how old the child is and how much money you earn. Some parents will get $300 for each child under 6 years old and $250 for each child between 6 and 17. Now, there are limits as to who can get the money. Individuals making $75,000 or less, or married couples filing jointly who make $150,000 or less will get the full amount. The total amount of the tax credit is $3,600 for children under 6 and $3,000 for children ages 6 to 17. When this payment arrives, people will receive exactly half that amount. The second half of the expanded child tax credit will be coming when people file their taxes in 2022. People who don't normally file a tax return are still eligible to receive this tax credit, and but they may be too late to get a payment in December. But they can get the full amount by notifying the IRS in 2022 if they qualify. Some people will be getting the full half of the credit when their money comes next week. And people who had not been receiving the payments for the previous 5 months, but who chose and qualified for the December payment, will get the money all at once. In order to receive the payment from the previous months, people would have to notify the IRS by November 15th. Thank you again for your support, everybody. If you have any more questions about the fourth stimulus checks, leave them in the comments below. I truly appreciate everybody's amazing support. If you have any more questions around this, then tell me in the comments.
Come hell or high water. I think today we show that they're twin daggers aimed at the heart of the American economy. Between soaring inflation and the true cost of Build Back Better, these are two daggers that will stab the economy in the heart and destroy the ability of working people to make it in this country. What's the solution? Put Build Back Better on the shelf so that we'll have a chance to put goods on the shelf. If they press on, in spite of this new evidence, to pass this bill, it will be the biggest mistake in generations. It will take the inflation problem and make it worse. It will add $3 trillion to the debt. It will create a government you can't afford, and it will make us more energy dependent. So I'm calling on Democrats to stop Build Back Better. The evidence is in. The jury has reached a decision. This program, the programs created by Build Back Better, cost $4.9 trillion, not $1.75 trillion. Do not sell a lie to the American people. It is a lie to say that these programs cost $1.75 trillion because it's a lie to believe they'll sunset. It's a lie to say that Build Back Better adds 360.
Folks, I've been receiving a lot of questions asking me if I should file a tax return to receive an extra stimulus payment from the IRS. When will lawmakers add a fourth stimulus check to Joe Biden's infrastructure bill? The good news, guys, is that I'll be answering all of those questions in this video, so you do not want to miss out on this very important stimulus update. And before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family. So the SA just issued an announcement urging Social Security and other federal program beneficiaries to file for the recovery rebate credit if they missed out on the first $1,200 or second $600 checks. If you haven't received your first or second stimulus payment yet, don't forget to file a tax return, everybody. It's going to make it a whole lot easier for you to receive stimulus money. And filing a tax return not only helps the government assess whether additional stimulus money is due to you, it can also determine whether you may be eligible for additional tax credits, such as the Earned Income Tax Credit. In addition, folks, a recovery rebate credit has been added to this year's return in order to let Americans claim any missing funds from the first 2 stimulus checks. The Social Security Administration has said once your return is processed, that will prompt the IRS to send out those payments. As the tax agency processes tax returns, it is also sending out the new $1,400 stimulus checks to anyone that has not received one yet. Now, when will lawmakers finally pass another round of stimulus payments? Many Americans are waiting for the Biden administration to include a 4th stimulus payment into the new infrastructure bill. And top economists say a 4th round of stimulus money is definitely possible. Well, folks, Democratic lawmakers and President Biden may use the budget reconciliation process once again this year to pass another big bill through Congress without any Republican support. Now, it's not clear whether the White House plans to use the budget reconciliation again for the new infrastructure bill. Recently, the Senate parliamentarian determined that Democrats will be able to do a 3rd budget reconciliation this year. And it's a massive development and gives Democrats more room to pass legislation without the help from Republicans. But what are your thoughts on this, everybody? Should the Biden administration and the Democrats pass a 4th stimulus bill without Republican support? Or do you think that there should be some type of bipartisan work in Congress? Let me know in the comments. Alright, everybody, Democrats had the ability to do 2 budget reconciliation bills, one focused on fiscal year 2021 and the next year of 2022. Unlike most bills, budget measures can pass with 51 votes instead of 60. A spokesperson for Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said in a statement, "The parliamentarian has advised that a revised budget resolution may contain budget reconciliation instructions. This confirms the leader's interpretation of the Budget Act and allows Democrats additional tools to improve the lives of Americans if Republican obstruction continues." So, lawmakers in Congress can definitely include a 4th stimulus check into the next bill. And Biden's Build Back Better plan includes last month's American Rescue Plan, along with the American Jobs Plan and the American Families Plan. Overall, this could cost around $4 trillion. The $2 trillion American Jobs Plan is supposed to rebuild the nation's infrastructure, support electric vehicles, and clean energy. To fund the infrastructure plan, the White House has proposed boosting the corporate tax rate from 21% to 28%. President Joe Biden, everybody, is calling on Congress to raise taxes on wealthy Americans. And this will double the capital gains tax to 39.6% for people earning more than $1 million a year. What do you think about President Biden, everybody, in his work on the 4th round of stimulus? Roughly 2/3 of Americans, everybody, said that the latest round of stimulus money is not going to last them 3 months. And that is why Democratic lawmakers are also pushing President Biden to extend other stimulus measures, including the duration of unemployment benefits. Job growth has been growing, but slowly. Top economists say that it may take several years for the labor market to heal. So far, the economy has recouped.
This is a 1-2 punch to Build Back Better. Between historic highs in inflation, the true cost of the bill now being known, the effect on the deficit, the total cost of the bill, these 2 things combine to kill Build Back Better unless you're completely insane. Unless you're so ideologically driven, you don't give a damn about the numbers. That you're so blind to your government, your dream of growing the government, that you're not listening to the facts. Joe Manchin, I believe, will listen to the facts. The radical left could care less. They are on a mission to pass this monstrosity.
Do you believe that President Biden, the Democrats, and the Republicans can get the job done and send out the stimulus payments before the end of the year? Tell me what you think, everybody, in the comments. The American Rescue Plan Act authorized a lot of money to be sent to the American people in various ways. When Biden signed the bill into law in March, $1,400 payments were sent directly to most people. The bill also delivered money to people suffering from the economic effects of the crisis. One of the things the bill did was to expand the child tax credit and make the first half of the credit payable directly to families.